So why use a travel agent? Who still uses a travel agent? Didn't the internet kill them off? Well, in this video, I'm going to break down my 5 top reasons why you should consider using a travel agent now more than ever. Hi, my name is Ben Tennis, pronounced just like the game tennis, and I own and run my own travel agency. And my goal for this channel is to help vacationers overcome planning challenges by providing up-to-date travel resources to help them plan their next vacation. So let's start with reason number 1, dealing with uncertainty. You know, the travel landscape is constantly changing, and it's up to you to keep up with the latest updates. I mean, you're dealing with changes in weather, passport or visa issues, natural disasters, political unrest. Have to decipher travel insurance, which travel insurance is right for you. Not to mention what's going on right now with the whole pandemic. Keeping up with all the different restrictions for every different country. All that information is on you. Most of the travel businesses around are on the brink of bankruptcy right now. How do you know that if you plan your trip now, you'll be able to take that trip when you go? Will that company that you booked with be around? What happens to your money then? So dealing with all those things can be overwhelming. That's why having a travel agent can be your best friend. They are up to date with everything that's going on. They can advise you if the destination you're thinking about going to is open or not, or what kind of restrictions, requirements that are going to be needed to even go there. From airline to hotel to resorts, all those things are on the travel agent to keep up on and advise you on what's best for you. Let's go ahead and go to reason number 2, time savings. I just looked up on Google when preparing for this video, and I typed in, how long does the average person take to research a vacation trip? So here are the results. The top hit here, as you can see, it says 10 to 20 hours. On average, it takes 10 to 20 hours of your time to research your vacation. This time can easily double if you're researching a new and unfamiliar destination. Now, this result is based off of this vacationkids.com back in 2017. So let's just scroll down here. Let's look at some more results down here on Google. Let's look at, so like a Quora right here. It says, how much time does the average American spend researching and planning a domestic trip or vacation? So we scroll down for some answers, and here's an answer by Susan Ho, who surveyed and interviewed over 300 people about this. The answers ranged dramatically. It also included international and domestic travel, so this number definitely skews. But the general range was about 10 to 20 hours, including flight research, hotels, and activity research. So that confirms our first our research here, our first hit on Google. When I think about everything that goes into planning a trip, especially now with all the restrictions and all the different things you got to take into account, I can definitely attest to how long it takes to research and plan a trip. I definitely take probably in that range, depending on the type of trip it is, to plan a trip for somebody. Let's just say, for example, you want to go to a villa down in Miami. So you type in Miami villa rentals. Well, you could probably get a search for that's over a million hits. We're looking at thousands of sites, thousands of properties to go through. Now, if you have that kind of time and you enjoy doing that, great for you. You don't need me. But if you're someone who's always trying to find more time in their day to do things that they really want to do, this is where I can help you out big time. I can save you time, money. I can keep you informed of all the uncertainties going on. Let's go to reason number 3, which is expertise. It is my job to be in the know of what's happening in the industry. From everything from latest hotels that are coming on, latest cruise ships. Now, I have not been everywhere in the world. I've been to Europe, I've been to South America, I've been, Central America, all over the Caribbean, all throughout the US. I have not been everywhere, but I have an expansive network of connections where if I haven't been there, I know someone who has been there. Now, my franchise, Dream Vacations, there are a lot of other franchise owners, and we all kind of help each other out. So if someone has been there recently and someone sends out a message like, who has been here recently, I can get all the information, first-hand information from that owner of where they've been. And they give me suggestions about what to do, what to avoid. Hotels are good, resorts are good, what kind of customer service they had. All those things that you need to know to make your trip even more memorable and more enjoyable. And then I also take online training courses on a regular basis. So for any supplier that I use, a supplier could be any like a cruise line like Royal Caribbean or Norwegian or something. They all have their own training courses for travel agents. So I go through the course and I make myself knowledgeable in their product. And so I can be knowledgeable in selling that product to you or recommending that product to you. And I feel comfortable explaining everything that they do. So that's where the expertise comes from. And it becomes very valuable for you and for me and helping you plan out that vacation that you've always wanted to do. So let's go to reason number 4, which is less stress. I have your back when something goes wrong. Have you ever been on a trip and something goes terribly wrong and it becomes very stressful very quickly? Maybe you missed your flight, or you went to a hotel and they didn't have your reservation, and you thought, I had that booked, and you're looking for on your phone your reservation number, and you call up the reservation desk, and you're like, hey, I had a reservation, and you have to tell their whole story because they don't know you. And you're like, what's your confirmation number? And you're like, I don't know. Let me look it on my phone. I can't find it. I can save you all that. This is where a travel agent becomes valuable here is if there's a problem, they will have your back. They will resolve it. You can just hand the phone over to whoever's working, whoever you're dealing with at the time, and be like, here, talk to my agent. And if there's an issue, you just call me. Like, you don't have to talk to anybody else. You can just call me. I'll get it resolved. You can just go hang out at the bar or at the pool or wherever you want to hang out at. Be like, hey, I'm going to go grab some lunch. I'll be back. And in the meantime, I'm resolving the issue for you. And I know you personally. Like, if you called me up and you're like, hey, Ben, I got an issue. Hey, no problem. You don't have to tell me your confirmation number or what your story. I already know every detail of your trip. Less stress so that you can enjoy your vacation and not have to deal with the issues that might come up when you're traveling. And before I get to reason number 5, you might be wondering, hey, Ben, this is all great information, but if I use you as a travel agent, like, how do you get paid? How does this process work? Is it more expensive if I use you rather than booking direct? Well, I will answer all that question. I'm going to create another video that breaks down just how I get paid and how that process works. So be sure to check out that video. And also, if finding value in this video, hit the like button for me. And also comment below, do you currently use a travel agent? Why or why not? So let's go ahead and get to the last reason, which is reason number 5. I provide value for your money. So there's this huge misconception out there that travel agents cost a lot more money than if you just book direct. And that's just simply not the case. Now, I'm not going to be the cheapest option. I'm not Ben Tennis Budget Vacations. I'm Ben Tennis Dream Vacations. This means I want to help you get that bucket list trip off your list, or that dream vacation that you've been always wanting to do for years off your list. So if you think about everything I mentioned, going back to reason number 1, from keeping you up to date on what's happening around the world, saving you time, giving you expert level advice and service, and provide you with less stress when things go wrong. And you get all this level of service for about the same price as you would book direct. Why would you not take advantage of that? Well, I hope this video provided some value to you, and maybe even enlighten you on some things about travel agencies that you weren't aware of. So if you enjoyed this content, I appreciate it. Subscribe. Make sure you stay tuned for future videos where I will be keeping you up to date on the latest travel information and resources that you can use in planning your next vacation. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.